Hachette Audio presents The Apartment, a novel. Written by Baxter. Read by Powlus. It's the middle of December, and everything is frozen over. I arrived 6 weeks ago with an old, worn-out pair of brown leather shoes. One night I walked around the city with a girl I'd met, and the next day I bought myself some lined, warm, waterproof boots. I threw the brown shoes away. I would have kept them for the spring, but I ruined them by heating them on the radiator at night. I'm from the desert, a town with a small population. When I was 17, I left the town in the desert for a city in the desert. There were 3 million people in that city. There were a lot of straight, wide roads, and there weren't many sidewalks. Though I lived and worked elsewhere more than I lived and worked in that city, I always returned, each time for a different reason. When I left 6 weeks ago, I didn't tell anybody I was leaving. I just went to the airport one morning and got on a flight. I didn't even really pack. I had a few books and a half a dozen shirts and toiletries and some other things. I wanted to live in a cold city. I couldn't say precisely why I picked this one. I bought an ugly winter coat and found a cheap room at a place called Hotel Russe. This is where I'm living now. In the corridor there is a toilet that our floor shares, and a bathroom with a tiny but very deep tub I'm not sure how to use. Am I supposed to stand or squat or sit in it? My room has green carpeting and white walls. It has a little sink and a mirror, a wardrobe, a little chest of drawers, and a small single bed. My feet dangle off the edge, and the duvet is too small. There's no TV, and that's fine with me. Sometimes I catch a bit of TV in a bar, and it looks pretty depressing. And I haven't come all this way to watch TV. The man and woman who run the place are nice, Mr. and Mrs. Piz. One night they asked why I'd come, and I said I didn't know. How long was I staying? I didn't have any plans to leave, I told them. But I was American, they said. I had to leave. I had a second passport, I told them. That's an old story. A guy I knew from college had come here. He went to Europe and I went to the Navy. I had a number and an address 20 years old. I'm sure he left 19 years ago and went back home, and I don't remember liking him anyway.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?